Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New Orleans Saints. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Ready, set. 58 to Mike. Man, I got you. Man. Rock it. Ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Second and 10. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And a Bengal first down.
Ready? 50, Mike 50. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Here's a second and 7. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Facing a second and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
X3, 218, snap.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it's going to be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a second and 11.
Ready up.
58, come on. And here we go. Watch the pass.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, set, 60 outlaw, Taco.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Quick pass out to Miller. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Scott Miller, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Bengals 7, Saints nothing.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, 18 Gator. 54. Ready.
On 1st down, it's Hall. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Check pass.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Check 13.
2nd and 5. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. From the gun on 3rd down. Short. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13.
Set, ready? 90 Wolf. Bristol travel.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Watch the backer. Quick dance. Come.
Get it.
Throwing on 1st down. Short. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much running room. Down to the 32. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
3 buzz. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Switch. Hey, watch that.
2nd and 9 now. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Right there.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Bravo.
On first down, short. Gets it off to Freeman. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball down. In this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
On 1st and 10, short. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. From 10 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. What's good on the extra point? And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Got it.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. These two teams all tied after one.
Score tied 7-7.
Here we go. And Tusa.
You have to get time to see elite.
Back to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. He'll have a first down past the 40. It's a foot race. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season, and the Bengals have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7.
Bengals 14, Saints 7.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on first down. Short. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Ready. 10 logo. Get it.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Saints.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. This is Brown. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
He'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 20.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Watch twist. Watch squeeze.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Set 90 Wolf.
Right back to him on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll come out in the pistol.
50's a mark. 50's a mark. Coaching spell. Shoot.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Scott Miller with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Come on,
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Come. Go. Ready?
From the gun, short. Lets it fly for Thielen. They've got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
James has got it. Complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Ready? 10-2 start. Here we go.
To throw on 2nd down. Short. They complete it to Hill. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Back to you. I'm going back to you.
Hey, Zoo. You draw Corkins.
To throw again. Short. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chris Jones able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Okay, ready?
Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Hey, exit. Snap.
On 3rd down. Short. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. This quarterback now 11 for 11. Perfect in this opening half. It's 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with third and long. Now back to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Pick 6 all day. Don't throw my son.
Third down pass. Intercepted. The Saints take over first and 10.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's easy for me. It's coming again.
Set, 8, read.
54. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off.
Hey, orbit. Let's go.
Looking to throw on second down. Short. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Brings up third down and 15.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. The final shot before break. Short. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, Charlie.
Hey, Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Operating from the gun. Short. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, wahoo! Now.
From the gun, short. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10.
Ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. Got a man open. It's Ross. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Back to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Open man is Ross, complete. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Let's go. 60 out now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Let's go, man. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Hey, Alpha. Snap.
Throwing again. Short. And going deep for Hill. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down. He has still not connected on a single pass in this second half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
Buying time to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. 51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Looking around the league from Raymond James Stadium, they're in the third quarter in Tampa. And it's the Bucs who have scored again to open up that lead. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. They're going to look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. On the return, it's James. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. William Jackson with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 2nd and 2. It's Hill, complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Operating from the gun. Short. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He completes it to Evans. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
61, match box, right. Hey, high 7. Deep river.
From the gun on 3rd down. Short. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
58, right over there. Go.
On 4th down. Short. And this is incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
Now a handoff here to his running back. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll drop the throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Down.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
To throw on second down. Short. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw. Short. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
18 Gator. Hey, exit. Get it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Looking to throw. Short. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. Only 3 there on the screen at second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go play action here on first down. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2.
You draw quarters.
Check 6 guys. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Hey, echo.
From the gun. Short. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now they try the right side here. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Ready. 70, Indy. 5.
And again this time to the tailback. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
I don't think you got it, sir. Let's go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They can't stop the franchise.
Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out